can't see a thing.
Go on, Rita, baby. Now that sounds really groovy. I tell you what, let's sing. Well, his eyes do see bricks safe and sound. After all he's been around, and in my view he should be crowned the King of Limbo. Well, he's had his ups and he's had his downs. He's had his smiles and he's had his frowns. But I still say he should be crowned the King of Limbo.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way.
He took his courage to the brink. If it were me, I would turn to drink. Well, that's the reason I think he should be the King of Limbo. Yeah, he had to visit enough sins, but at least he kept his leggy limbs. I think that we should be crowning him the King of Limbo. Take it away with you, baby. That's cool.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way. We've all had fun, you must agree. Even though interactively, but now we feel that Brick should be the King of Limbo. I do up, I do be do up, I do up, I do be do up, I do up, I do be do up, the King of Limbo. I do up, I do be do up, I do up, I do be do up, I do up, I do be do up, King of Limbo.
So YouTube does this thing I don't like now, which is whenever... Nope, I didn't press the button correctly. Whenever you make a new playlist, for some reason YouTube defaults to putting all the videos on top, as opposed to what they used to do, which is they would add it to the bottom. It doesn't default to manual sorting, which kind of annoys me a little bit. Did I save on Xenoblade, by the way? Yes, I did. We'll save again, just because it doesn't even matter. Okay. YouTube will default to not, or it does not default to manual adding and manual shifting, which is kind of annoying. I kind of prefer that. Obviously, if you're making a playthrough, you can't have the most recent video part be the one that's the first on the playlist. Like, imagine if I beat a game, right? I beat a big famous game that everyone knows, and instead of it being like, oh, actually, you know, here's part 37. It's the conclusion of Metaphor. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. That's just a little frustrating. I will firmly say that. Not, you know, firmly being whatever, right? How's life? It's alright. I was asleep. I talked with my friends for a bit. Now I'm here. So I am late on my own Donkey Kong stream. Whatever. If we need another day to finish it, it is what it is. I actually forgot that when they patch Final Fantasy, you can't play it the entire day before. So, oops, my bad. Wait, what happened? Wait, it didn't save that I beat the boss? Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the fuck? It did. It did. Since we started this, I also have to, there's a lot of things I need to do. I gotta work on the fucking clip channel. I started Dead Space today. Which one? Dead Space 1? The original or the remake? You know, as much shit as I give Ubisoft, Jesus. As much shit as I give EA, oh, okay, it's the OG. The remake wasn't bad. There are a couple parts. There's that one part that I think is really stupid. Oh my god, look at this. We're playing Limbo now. I can't be the only person that saw this and thought of Limbo, right? Okay. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say, you know there has to be a puzzle piece for doing this. You know what this reminds me that I need to do that I never did? I need to go back and play the Plus Worlds in Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I actually don't know when I'll do that. I kind of want to because obviously there's new Plus Worlds. But, you know, like, I don't know when I'm going to do that. I'll be honest with you. Yo, Game & Watch! What the fuck? What? Holy shit! Is this like his first appearance outside of Smash Brothers in like 20 years? Hello? Did you see that? That shit was cool. Oh, goddamn, he crossed. He went back. That's fucking cool, man. Okay. I know, I saw it. The O. I was actually hoping that maybe someday, and this was super copium, so I fully admit that this is totally never gonna happen. I kind of was hoping that someday they would re-release, like, Pokemon Coliseum. You could go even further? No, not any further than that. I was hoping they would re-release Coliseum and XD as, like, a double pack. That would be, like, really cool. I don't think it'll ever happen, though. Like, I would love to play versions of those games that are not... Oh, wow, I didn't think you could do that. I would love to play versions of those games that are, like, compatible, right? You don't have to jump through, like, a bunch of hoops to bring the Pokemon forward. I would very much like to do that, because I would want to play those games quite frequently. Now, I was told... Oh, that's it. It locks? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, okay, because it's for this. I would absolutely love to do that. This is a legit scary game, yeah. Just like the good old days. Dead Space is really good because you could tell the influence was really on point. You could tell that they were very much fans of Event Horizon. And I think Event Horizon is a very effective, very well done game. Movie. I love it. I never really talk about horror movies, and it's one of those movies that I always forget about. I kind of mentally put it in the same vein as Ghost Ship. Oh, please don't play it while you're watching a stream. That game is best enjoyed when you are not listening to someone rant about stupid shit. That game is... I honestly consider Dead Space to be one of those classical masterpieces. And Dead Space 2 is like the Terminator 2. Although Dead Space 1 is definitely better than Terminator 1. Terminator 1 is okay. Yep. Oh, that was a mistake. Did I find the N? What the fuck? Oh, I did. I don't even know where. Fucking hell. Can you hit this? Yes. Okay. I'm not sticking around. Oh boy. I almost forgot you could roll for a second there. I'm like, okay. Dead Space is the most Alien game I've ever played. I know there's like... I just don't think Alien converts itself into a good... like, into really good games. I think Isolation is really good just because of, like... the appeal of it, you know? It's like, probably the best I can't fight the horror type game, you know what I mean? If that's your thing. Which is usually not my type of game at all. What's over here? Nothing? Okay. Why not? I like that it does mix so many things. I think it does a good job of having, like, that feeling of isolation. Like, let's be fair, it's not the 2000s. You knew you were buying a horror game when you bought a game titled Dead Space with a dismembered arm on the cover. You knew exactly what you were getting into. So, you know, there isn't that, like, sucker punch of, I don't know what I'm getting into, really. But I think they did a good job blending it, you know? And that says something in the modern era. I think they, or, well, I guess it was, can we call almost 20 years ago the modern era? You know, this 17-year-old game, can we call that the modern era? Maybe. But I think Dead Space does such a good job with it. And it's a shame. They got fucked. Visceral literally got fucked, man. I feel so bad because they made 2 good games, and then they were forced to... Can you roll into this? Thank you. Oh, is that a cooler full of grape juice? Oh my god. Life is pain, bro. Okay, anyway. How the fuck? I think you have to ride this up and then roll out the way. I'm not doing all that, bro. I think they did their best with what they had. I think that they genuinely made a good Battlefield game. It just wasn't a Battlefield game. It was a cop game. And honestly, I still like that fucking campaign for what it's worth. That's the sad part, is I think it's a really good campaign, and I think the game was fine. Just people did not like it because it wasn't Battlefield. But I'm gonna be honest with you, most Battlefield campaigns are snoozers. Even when fucking Battlefield 3 was new. The number one thing I said about Battlefield 3 is that it's just a fucking Black Ops clone. It's literally the same premise as Black Ops. It's everything. It's literally almost the same game. And I still liked it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I didn't like it. But, you know, like, let's be fair here. Battlefield was not exactly the most original thing in the world. I mean, like, you could probably make the same argument for COD. I just think COD did a better job of trying to be original about it. You said the words Event Horizon and must chill for the 40K theory. I like Event Horizon. The sad part is that movie is, like, infamously, like, panned. It was not liked very much when it came out. That is the definition of a cult classic that has taken on new life years after the fact. And I think that there's a lot of respect that you could give to it for innovating. Oh, I did not get that. For innovating it really well. I think they did a very good job for what they had. Look at how good Dead Space is. How true of fucking form it is. I almost had it. Dead Space is a very beautiful fucking game, man. You could tell that they were very passionate about it. That they knew what they wanted to do. Can you go down here? How does this work? I have no idea. Okay, never mind. I won't do that. That's why when I did my playthrough way back in... Fuck, what year was it? 2013? It was so nice, because that was like the big send-off for me for a lot of games, was replaying them before they're at that moment, like, new sequels. It was like, oh shit, of course I'm gonna... Thank you. Doesn't fall off because plot armor. I tried to duck. I ducked too late. Sometimes it's weird with the thumbstick. I don't know. It's a little bit weird with it, but it's fine. It's not impossible to get used to. Yeah, the UI system is like an evolution of like Resident Evil 4. That's why I see so much of Resident Evil 4 in it. It's like, it's completely immersive. There's no pop-ups at all. It might be one of the best UI systems I've ever seen in gaming. No joke, like dead ass. Oh shit, ow. Fuck it, if I die, I die. If I die, I die. This is actually now harder because I went for this, by the way. Like, the whole game is just brilliant. It's just so brilliant. I really hate that, like, they got treated the way they did. I probably should not have done this, because now I have to do this. Yeah, that's really quick. I knew it was going to push me immediately to the wall. That's fine. I think it's like what Gordon Freeman... Sorry, what Half-Life does to Gordon Freeman. Like, Isaac is not a military dude. But they had to give a little bit of allowances, right? Like, they couldn't make it, like, super hardcore. Oh, why did I do that? They couldn't make it super hardcore. So they do let you use the pulse rifle, but, like, you know, like, horror games used to make things really clunky on purpose. This is, like, kind of an evolution of that a bit, right? Like, we intentionally did not give you, you know, Doom Guide to go kill shit. Because, like, the one time they did that with Doom, that was probably the most divisive Doom game. And I don't even hate Doom 3. I actually kind of like Doom 3. Doom 3 is kind of fucking cool. But what I will say about Doom 3 is it is a... Wow, they delayed that. Amazing. Doom 3 is just a very Half-Life-esque game. I don't know. To me, like, it's not bad, but you have to go into it with a different mindset than you probably would with, like, another game, you know? Okay, I was really sucking on that one. I should play Prey 2017, actually. That is another... Narg, please remember that. I should play that. I'm very behind on that. That's another game to put on the list. The never-ending list that I'll keep people coming back to for, like, the next 5 years. In fact, here's... Wait, do I own Prey 20? Hold on. Hold on, where's my phone? I don't have a flashlight. Remember my flashlight broke? Hold on, let me see. Dude, I have Prey. What the fuck? I have it right here. Here we go. It's sealed. I never opened it. Prey. For the Xbox. Alright. The people asked and I shall deliver. I don't know when, though. Prey 2017. I never played that. Ever seen the Doom movie? No, but I've seen that one clip that everyone shows, the first-person sequence. Yeah, that's the Doom movie I've seen. That's pretty much the most memorable part of the movie. Everything else about the movie is not that great. It's funny, because we're talking about Event Horizon, and that's kind of, like, very Event Horizon-y. That part of the movie, or just that movie in general. It is very 2000s. In both the best ways and the worst of ways. So, depending how you want to take that, that is, hold on, let me do this real quick. It depends how you want to take that. What the fuck? Yeah, The Rock and some of his earlier, I don't know, I don't like modern rock. I like him in wrestling, obviously, for the history, and I think the whole John Cena heel thing is probably really fucking hilarious. Oh, you have to throw it there. Oops. Oh, well. I really hope they would remake fucking Coliseum, but I already know that'll never happen. Oh my god, dude. I'm in hell. What kind of asshole would do this? Seriously. To children, no less. Oops. I went right over it. Amazing. Well, fuck. You can't go any faster, so most of the stuff is just to, like, psych you out. You literally cannot go any faster than this. Oh, they take Diddy away. Alright, well, they did take Diddy away. Oh my god. That's funny. Fuck. Face first, bro. What? Ah, I went too low. So it comes up. It's you're not clear. It comes up at like the last part when you're flying through it. Okay. So you kind of have to be in the middle there. Yeah, see, it comes down. Normally I would be behind it. Okay, I got it. Let's not lose all my fucking lives. That would be nice. I know I have 47 and I'm effectively just hoarding lives, but, you know. Fuck, I did it again. I'm trying to, like, skirt around it. I shouldn't do that. Okay. Ah, fuck. I should have gone for the life. I should risk that, because you could die right after. The early Resident Evil movies are decent these days. Yeah, because they're... Early Resident Evil is not as wacky as the game, so you could kind of look at early Resident Evil and be like, yeah, this was a thing. Wow, that has to be a really early dive. Because early Resident Evil is just a bunch of people trying to survive and escape a city. The irony, because Resident Evil 3 was almost a side game. How do you get... Okay, you can't go high. You have to probably hit it with the top of his head, then. If you go up that high, you cannot go down fast enough. Forget it. Wow, okay. The Rundown, I've never heard of it. I'm not gonna lie, WWE actors in movies is usually pretty cheesy. And not just because you have, like, the Scorpion King as reference. I just think The Rock has really good on-stage presence. Fuck. That was it. That was getting through it. No, I do not need your help. It's a modern Nintendo game. I'm literally scared to even press start to see what he would say, because it'll probably enable God mode. Holy fuck. Fuck. I don't know why I went up. I thought that was in the background. The Rock was in WWE? Yeah, he was also in WWF. I think it's funny how much they've gone out of their way to scrub that, probably because of licensing. Oh, that's a thing on the top. Okay. Jesus. I just have no far how deep they're gonna go, man. Someone on the dev team really liked these fucking on-rails missions from Donkey Kong. Shit, that's on me. They really love this shit. Wrestling isn't a thing here. America's always surprised. Oh, I mean, listen, I didn't really know much about it either until I was much older. That was a culture that you just had to be in, and my family was not, like, really big on it. So obviously, like, when I became more tuned in, like, internet culture, it became more of a thing in my mind. Fuck! That was perfect. Jesus. Oh, these fucking levels, dude. These levels are the most annoying. It's not the low, it's going too high. You gotta directly, like, go just slightly above where it's going to be. Okay, it's the opposite there. You have to go way low. This game sucks. Don't I want to play Ronin? No, I don't think it sucks just because I'm having difficulty with a platformer. In fact, I actually think it's pretty polished, all things considered. That's what Donkey Kong games are good at. There you go. Alright. Forget it, dude. I'm not getting anything in this. Alright, well, we did it. You can tell they're very generous with the checkpoints in this game. Absolutely. Oh. I mean, look, if I play Ronin, first of all, we're only going to be here for just under an hour. So we're not going to get a lot done if we play Ronin. Ronin's going to happen, don't worry. I'm going to finish up Ronin. I'm probably going to have to push back Final Fantasy VII again. I have like 3 Ronin streams, 2 Xenoblade streams, and don't forget tomorrow I'm playing Final Fantasy all day long. Cock job. I'm playing 14 all day long, effectively. I'm going to try to wake up at 8. In fact, let me set my alarms. I have to turn them off. My phone is slow. I'm going to dismiss my alarms now because what's going to happen is tomorrow I'm going to wake up and then I'm going to come try to record, and my stupid fucking alarms are going to go off all day long, and I'm going to be annoyed. I'm going to be like, oh, yep, it's my phone again. I wish you could group alarms together and enable and disable them all with one push. I imagine that maybe Apple phones have something like that, but I don't think you can do that on Android. I would love to be able to just group alarms together so I don't have to think about it. I also don't have raid time, but I won't be streaming at that point. Okay. But none of the games you're on right now are particularly interesting to me. It's you. I'm the content creator. Well, that's good to hear. That's reassuring. Find the button. It's literally a robot. You gotta be out of your fucking mind, dude. So what happens if I stand on this? Nothing. Oh. Oh, come on. And then they tilt it. I hate these. Who thought of this? Forget it. I'm not getting it. You have to roll under it. Great. What? Oh my god. I am being trolled by this game, man. After this, I'm not playing Donkey Kong for like a straight, like, 2 years, dude. I'm not playing a single one. I'll play Tropical Freeze in 2027. And I already played it anyway. Many years ago. Give me the checkpoint, please. Wow. Okay. Rescue Diddy from a Neuralink experiment lab. The sad part is I don't even know what Diddy you're talking about. It'll be like Yoshi evades his taxes. What is that internet joke? Yoshi commits tax evasion like Wesley Snipes? That's another game also to put on the list is Yoshi's Woolly World. I said I would play it after Crafted. At this point, I forget how long Crafted World even came out. But I would like to play Yoshi's Woolly World. Because I enjoyed Yoshi's Crafted World. That's actually one of my favorite platformers of the last several years. I genuinely think they did a very good job with it. The fact that you could play every level in reverse shows that they really, like, took a lot of time to really design their world. Oh my god. Okay. Is that it? That's not very helpful. Oh my god. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. And once again. Is this grass or green chains? I think it's just chains. Okay. Yeah, it's chains. There's gonna be trauma flashbacks from Mario Sunshine. Dude, I don't know how people think Mario Sunshine is this, like, Dark Souls, a platforming type game. Like, I didn't even think it was that hard when I was a kid. I think the worst part of Sunshine is finding all the blue coins. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The worst part of Mario Sunshine is finding all the blue coins and remembering which ones you didn't get. And unfortunately, that's like one of the few things about it being a remaster and not a remake, is that they didn't really add anything to help the player, like, keep track of this. You just have to manually know what blue coins you do and don't have. So, you know, like, I don't hate collection missions in games. I actually kind of like when there's a reason to explore every nook and cranny. But I think there needs to be very intricate ways to make sure you're not just looking at the same patch of grass. I'm not saying that everything needs to be doused in yellow paint. But it would be nice if, like, there was some way to not, like, just to know if you've cleared a level, right? Like, if the Spyro games can do that with the gems, I think that most platformers can do that. I don't think that's, like, some crazy, insane ask. There's just, you just have to look up a guide or know from memory, or spend, like, 100 hours, because some blue coins are only available in certain missions. There's no way to know that. You know, there's no Pianta that you could pay to figure this out. You have to fire this really late, by the way. There you go. There you go. There's no way to know. So you just have to play the game until you figure it out. And look, I'm all for playing a game until you get really good at it. But I do think that there is something to be said about a game where, you know, like, there's... How many blue coins are there? Like 100, 120? And you just have to luck out and find them. And not to mention, okay, some of the harder stuff in Mario Sunshine is difficult, right? But, like, you could basically get past most levels if you just farm lives, and it's very easy to farm lives in Sunshine. Now, you could argue, well, I shouldn't have to farm, but, you know, like, that Yoshi level with the lily pads that are, like, really hard to, that's really hard to do, you could just, once you do it, if you get in there with 99 lives, I don't see how you don't clear it eventually, right? Now, will you die a lot? Sure, it's hard, right? The Pachinko level is the only level in the game that is broken. That is the only level in the game. I 100% agree with you. The Pachinko level is broken, the physics are fucked up, and it should not be instant death if you fail it. I think that's like a fair thing to say. It should not be instant death. It should be, you have some, you know, like how you play this game, or like we had an earlier segment in this game where it was like, oh, you died, well, or rather you fell, that's okay. We're gonna give you like a couple extra tries before we actually kill you. Like, they give you like 3 tries or some shit. I did not want to do that. Okay. So yeah, I give complete allowances for the Pachinko level because it is bullshit. Oh my god, that was close. Like, honestly, Prime 2 was way more difficult. You assholes. You assholes. I hate this. Okay. I could get the K. This is super greed right here. Like, I genuinely think Metroid Prime 2 and Pikmin 2 are harder games. Bop. And look, I love both of them. I think they're very much harder games. The GameCube had really obscure games. I agree. I had a lot of obscure ones too. I talk all the time about Kaya and the Dark Lineage. That's an obscure PS2 game. Like, when I think obscure GameCube game, I think of, what's that game called? Eternal Darkness. That's a game that literally we never had another one like it again. It was a flash in the pan, it came out once, and that was it. I'm assuming that in each level, you have to do something to turn the power on. I don't know if it's required to progress, though. How do you do this? What the fuck? How do you do that? I got the O, actually, so I need to grab that. You know what it is? There's probably a switch. No, you can't do that. How the hell do you do this? Because there's no way you can hit this, right, and go back. Let's get the checkpoint, though. Okay. I actually have no idea how you would do that. Oh, get good. Thank you. Very good. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of 6th generation games that just did not ever come back, and I feel really bad for them. Because a lot of them are very unique ideas and very interesting concepts, and they were just been shelved. Like, I'm eternally salty about what happened to Time Splitters. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get this. Oh, fuck. I'm definitely fucking that up. Alright. Forget it. I'm trying to do too much. I'm just gonna progress. Yeah, forget it. I don't know. I like how they torment you with this. Thank you. You just have to walk off. I'll be honest though, I don't think I ever played a Nickelodeon. I don't think I ever played a Nickelodeon game. Yeah, you could hear Sky Fortress, and the little switches look like switches from Aether, actually. Look at that. They look exactly like it. I love that. I love that this is somehow linked to fucking Metroid, dude. That is so crazy to me. This is like a low-key, like a Metroid game, in a way. Excuse me. Oh my god! Fuck! It's fine. Do I even have the N? You know what it is? There's a part of the background that sounds exactly like it. By the way, this exact puzzle was in that Prince of Persia game from, what, a year ago? This exact puzzle was in it. It's funny how you play one difficult platformer, it kind of preps you for every other difficult platformer. That's actually really funny. There was a room in the Lost Crown that I was legit stuck in for... How long was it? How the hell are you supposed to do this? You have to drop first. I was stuck in at least 2 or 3 rooms for like 20-30 minutes. I think one room I was stuck in for like a straight hour. Oh great. Okay. You don't come all the way, right? Okay, thank you. Very nice. You'll love to see it. I will say this is probably the easiest Donkey Kong game for sure. If you remember how long I was stuck on some of those cart levels in Country 2 and 3, this is definitely a lot easier and a lot more, you know, a lot more chill. Some of the the levels are not like super long. Some of those levels were really long. Like they would just run the fuck on. Okay, so there's a switch, there's a button we missed before. I guess we have to find all the buttons. So we'll do Music Madness and then we'll go back a level. Okay. Find button. Okay. Hilarious. Hilarious! Oh, wow. Saved. That was the most luck I think I've ever had in a game like this. Okay. It's a shame. I don't think Genius Sonority ever got to make games again. How do you kill these guys? They drop you ever? No. Yeah, I don't know if I want to risk that. I think we're not here for puzzle pieces. I'm not 100%ing this. I'm good. Okay. What? Oh, it blows up. Okay. I'm on one getting hit by the other. Whatever. Okay. Oh, you can't pick him up. Does this blow you up? Yes, okay. Okay. Here's the other one. I wonder where the one was that I missed. What the hell? I kind of like that. We have like a big overworld puzzle to figure out. The Yasuke Simulator has more Twitch views than AC Shadows. To be fair, yeah, that's cool. I think that's funny. But like, what is typical AC viewership like? Is it like, I'm just genuinely curious. Is it typically low? Because like, I don't know. I think a game can be popular and have low views. That said, I think, you know, Yasuke Simulator definitely has that kind of Cuckold Simulator meme status going on for it, which is nice. Like, I guess we'll have to see, like, how quickly is it going to fall off. And I'm not trying to say this to, like, defend Shadows at all. I just wonder, like, is this just, like, a meme overcorrection? Like, we were talking the other day about overcorrecting. Like, I'm wondering if this is an overcorrection to an extent, right? Which is fine. Obviously, I'm going to be the first person to tell you that. Very nice. Oops. Goodbye. It's the trend for woke games these days. I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying, like, let's not pretend at all for 5 minutes that we can all sit here and play Yasuke Simulator seriously. Like, once the meme status is over, and I don't mean this to be disrespectful to it, and I'll probably end up playing Yasuke Simulator. Like, once the meme status is over, that game is probably going the way of the dinosaurs. Now, again, that's not shilling for Ubisoft. That's not disrespect for the people that made it. But once the meme status of Yasuke Simulator is cooked, that game is going out of existence. Oh, fuck. Yeah, games with bad reps have troubled launches. I agree. I was even just talking about it just a few minutes ago with my friends. I was even saying, like, the reason why these games are bad is not because people don't want to play them. It's because they take one look at it. And, like, I even think that if you're a normie, and, you know, we always say that, like, normies don't care about a lot of this, right? But, like, I do think that even if you're a normie, even if you can't vocalize what's wrong with something, you know that something's wrong with it. As I fucked that up. Even if you can't, like, definitively go on a fucking 5-minute rant about DEI changes and historical accuracy, I think you know inherently when a game is bad, right? But that's why I need to play Shadows. I am looking every day for the game used at GameStop. You couldn't play a woke game seriously? I mean, you did if you played Hogwarts. That's the irony of Hogwarts, is that Hogwarts is a good game made for people that rejected it, not made for people that loved it, and it made $1 billion because of it. That's like the ultimate plight of Hogwarts, is it's a game that's actually like pretty decent at its core. Made for people that hated it, beloved by people that were not the target audience. Do I have to do this again? Do I? Yes, okay, we do. So, like, I could play Hogwarts seriously. Hogwarts goes out of its way to not be offensive. So, like, people saying it's offensive was wild to me. It's like, this game literally tries so hard to not be controversial. The irony is that it probably generated some of the most controversy. For doing what? For doing literally nothing. The hammer? That's bullshit. The hammer shouldn't hurt you when it's stable. Oh, fuck. It pushed me. Can you not do that, please? I'm almost dead. Okay. Hey, look, we're back here. No, wait. Not get greedy. Very nice. That's not to say that a game that has woke shit in it can't be good. I think that, you know, we could all be fair enough to say that it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. I just don't like this, like, repainting of games that have even slightly liberal themes as being woke. I think that a lot of times by, I don't want to say disingenuous people, but people seem to assume that if a game is, like, woke, that automatically means it's, like, I don't know. I actually don't really know. It's kind of like being it is disingenuous to a degree. I don't know if it's intentional. I think a game can be woke and be good. I think a game can have things like a female-centric plot and be good. It's like, it's different when a game sucks up minorities to being PC. I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. I think that you could do it in a way that doesn't feel overly ham-fisted, you know? Like, it doesn't feel like like, we have to shit on, you know, white people to make a black character look better. No, like, could it be funny in the moment? Sure. But not, like, I don't know. Like, at best, it's played out, and at worst, it's just lame. It's just boring. You know that it was approved by a boardroom meeting of fucking all white women. Very nice. I thought I was gonna jump farther. Thank you. So by default, that just makes it less appealing, in my opinion. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I thought it was gonna move faster than that. It's not even playing it safe in the sense like they just wanted to make a game that they knew would sell. It's like playing it safe because you know exactly what money you need to get from what companies. And you know exactly what minorities you can make fun of. I mean, the biggest litmus test of that is going to be GTA 6. If GTA 6 can make fun of, like, everything that's going on. But I don't know if they will. But look, I didn't think I don't like modern Rockstar anyway, so I'm not putting a lot of stock in it. And I really kind of just don't care. Like, I'll probably play it, but will I buy it used? Probably. And just call it a fucking day. I'll wait the 2 weeks. I know it's going to be the most talked about game on the internet for, like, a year. But I didn't think that GTA 5 was really that great of a story. It was good. It wasn't, like, GTA 4 good, but, like, the gameplay was there. So, like, it's one of those things where, like, the older game had, like, a better story and, like, a better presence. Whereas the modern game has better gameplay. You know, like, if you just want to beat the mission, you know, you get a checkpoint, right? Like, I really hate that GTA, if you die, you basically are just better off reloading a checkpoint and driving back over and doing the mission again, you know? That is one thing I will say about GTA. I do kind of prefer, like, even though that is, like, classic San Andreas and classic Vice City, I do very much prefer when you could just reload the mission, even if it's from the beginning, except for the heists, because those are very long. Like, I do rather prefer when you could just reload the mission, and you don't have to sit around and oh, well, time to drive all the way back over, talk to them, skip cutscene, drive all the way back over to where the mission actually takes place. All right, now give it a go. Oh, you didn't know what you had to do? Tough shit. Like, look, I don't like that. Yeah, you face a critique of socialism and doesn't need to shit on anyone else. Yeah, and it's very well written. Now, I don't know about BioShock Infinite. The BioShock fan base debates this quite frequently. I think Infinite is like a good character story. I don't think thematically it's a great story. There's something in here, by the way. So am I supposed to do walk on this until it becomes... Yeah, okay. Oh, that's all I had to do. I thought I was just gonna spin infinitely. Never mind, this is the easiest one to find. Woke game means everything most woke means, but also hateful. I mean, yeah, you're just hating. A lot of times it's just hatred of white people. I mean, like, it could be something as simple as, hey, most players prefer to play Alexios, and we want people to play a female protagonist. Well, then write a female protagonist. That's why I said about Valhalla. Don't pussyfoot around it. Just either do it or don't care. Just let people play who you want. And this is incredibly trippy that I just did that. Wow. But it worked out. And just make Eivor female and don't give an option. But I think they are aware that they have to market a game with a male character. I mean, it makes sense. If 2/3 of players are playing as Alexios, I don't think it's a stretch to say that most people playing Assassin's Creed are male, probably identifying with the male character, if we really want to go that far. Like, I don't know, like, as a kid, I never was concerned with whether or not the character was male or not. That feels like something identity politics people are into. I just like games because I thought they were fucking cool. Like, when I played Metroid Prime, and they put you behind the visor, I thought that shit was cool. Period. I genuinely thought that Metroid Prime was just cool as shit because they just put you in this sci-fi world, and you're in control. Like, it's not like some third-person game where you're just, like, watching a movie. Like, it's... God, that game is so good. I'm gonna die thinking that's one of the best games ever made, because it is. I did the thing again, didn't I? Yes, I did. You're not trying to land in the cup there, you're trying to land on the chains. Whoops. I keep doing that. This sentence is impossible in Spanish, but English is so fun and dramatic. The sick leftist Bay Area brain only understands the world in savage black and white. Yeah, it's just lame. And it feels very tokenized, and the irony of that is that Hogwarts kind of avoids that part at least pretty well, because it just goes out of its way to not be offensive to anyone. But, like, has a single, like, really woke game really succeeded? I don't mean a game with feminine themes like motherhood, because Super Metroid has a theme of motherhood in it. I don't think anyone is racing to call Super Metroid... I slid way fucking fast. I don't think anyone's racing to call Super Metroid a fucking woke game. No one is racing to do that. People like Super Metroid because, at least prior to the Prime series, it had the most storytelling. And let's be fair, I don't know how many people played Metroid 2. Or beat Metroid 1. Metroid, I don't even know how it survived till Super. I'll be honest with you. The fact that Metroid even survived to get to Super Metroid is probably already kind of crazy. Maybe, like, a lot of people bought it, but Metroid 1 is, like, very fucking difficult to beat. But I don't know if they want to remake Metroid, Super Metroid. Like, best case, it probably ends up like the Ocarina of Time remake, where, like, it exists, and it's not bad. And worst case, people reject it because they beloved the original so much. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just not a roll of the die they want to fucking do. And I understand that, for sure. But, like, I don't know. I do think they should make a new game over remaking an old Metroid game at this point. I think 2 was the last one that really needed a remake. Like, I thought the Ocarina of Time remake was fucking awesome. But, you know, like, that's one of those OG games that, like, I think people will be very annoyed if they change anything about. Even if it's, like, objectively bad game design on Ocarina's part. Oh my god, I'm dead. Yeah, I didn't get the K. I forget it. I'm not getting the G. Alright, that's a trap. Again, I just think it's how it's written. I mean, like, Alien is one of the most successful and famous sci-fi movies of all time. And Alien is entirely defined by Sigourney Weaver. Almost to a T. And that's how we get Metroid. Like, literally, that is exactly how we got Metroid. Metroids are just like a more family-friendly, and I use that term very loosely, because now Metroid games are guaranteed T ratings. But back then, the E rating was so broad, like, you could get away with having, like, I don't know, man. Fusion is a fucked up game that shows none of the fucked upness. In reality, Metroid Fusion probably played out more closely to Dead Space. Like, I'm not even kidding. I've never thought about this until today. But now, I don't know if Narg has ever played it, but Fusion probably, when the outbreak first happens on Fusion, like, these X-Parasites go through walls. Now, I don't know how that would look in, like, a 3D, more realistic game, but I don't think I need to tell you that, like, it was probably really fucked and terrible for the people on the BSL. Why am I doing this? I fucked it. Wow, that's actually a crazy jump. I actually kind of want to make that. That's a crazy jump that you have to, like, completely leap of faith, jump back to the other one. That's actually, like, one of the coolest jumps I think you have to make in the game. Fusion could be way more fucked up. If Fusion, like, I actually want to see, like, a fan, not recreation, but, like, a fan, not a fan game. I want to see, like, someone take 99% of the plot line from Fusion, shit, and then, like, make a game off of it. I think that would be really good. Indirectly, I think that would be really funny. Like, literally just get the same thing, kinda. Just say you were inspired by it, like, and make it, like, Dead Space levels of gore. That's probably where the next set of gold is. The next pot of gold is right there. Because that's basically kind of Dead Space. But Dead Space is a little bit more Event Horizon-y. Like, the Ishimura very clearly, you know, has had some real fucked up shit going on with it. Dead Space's immersion was peak. And then you could actually have, like, see, I want a game that actually uses, like, the Nemesis system really well. Not the Shadow of War one. The actual Nemesis one. I want a game where you actually have stalkers. But that's the thing, like, I feel like in Alien Isolation, the alien is too oppressive. Whereas in Nemesis, and by that I mean Resident Evil 3 original, not the current one, the remake that completely toned him the fuck down, I feel like the problem becomes, like, you can fight him too much, and it's not as special. And the SAX kind of, like, plays around with that idea, at least thematically and story-wise. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, I know what Obscura is. I know what Obscura is. I think it's available on something. It's available on PS4, no worries. We might be done in a little bit, though. It's already midnight. Now, I could go late tonight, but I'm not going to because I'm going to go to bed. So I can play Final Fantasy all day tomorrow. And also my contact is, I gotta go take it out. So we will need one more stream of Donkey Kong. Liftoff launch. Who built this factory, actually? Dude, the Tikis definitely did not build this fucking sprawling factory. It's okay, though. It is what it is. Dude, he discovered cold fusion. Okay. How do you grab that? How do you grab... Oh, you could boost up. Oops. This is gonna be a nightmare. Good fucking god, it's slippery. Okay. Well, this is gonna be fun. I'm going over here, though. What is this? It's crazy. They must have just worked on this right after Metroid Prime 3. There you go. Like, when you consider in the grand scheme of things. Okay. The moon is made of cheese, Gromit! Uh-oh. That's another game I need to get. The moon is made of cheese, Gromit! They had a really good, I don't know if it was really good, but they had a, not Ratchet and Clank, a Wallace and Gromit game ages ago that I really ought to play. Feather Fiend. Hello, Devin. Driving right now, I just want to say I bought and started Astrobot. Yo, what happened? Look at what happens. I get a friend to play fucking Mirage, and now he's gonna go play Valhalla. Like, people listen to my recommendations, they have fun. Who would have thought? Impossible. Impossible to discern. Impossible to figure out what is going on here. Okay. I like how that was like a half a half level. It wasn't even a full level. Wait, they fill it with bananas and that brings it to life? What are you talking about? What in the fuck is this game? That's just gross. It's a cock! How does this make any sense? You know, this is the wrong game to start asking. It's like asking a Kirby game to make sense. Where did the tikis come from then if they had to be created? The masks just have always existed. What are the bananas full of? They're full of life. Am I supposed to go under him now, even with the spikes? Okay. Alright. Shit. The slow stepping is fucking me up. Okay, so you have to be under him when he jumps. Oh, this is a long fight if you don't hit him right away. Oh, boy. What the fuck? No, okay. No. What? You have to duck it. Alright, here we go. How does... I'm very confused. How does this fight even work? What? Yeah, I get that. You have to grab under it. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, and we slam it. I get it now. We slam it. Okay. Well, I might as well just restart because I'm fucked. What? Oh, you have to duck. Okay, you have to duck it first. I get the fight now. Okay, you have to duck it and then jump up and then hit it. I mean, the bananas could be full of radiation, but, like, how does that create tikis? This is, like, the most Crash Bandicoot fight in the entire series. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Can I go over here? Can you hurry this up? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes him step faster like that? Shit, I thought he was gonna step. Nope. Stomp. Alright, so duck. There you go. This game is funny, man. This is really like a Cortex robot. Yeah. There you go. Hit him. Asshole. What a cock. Okay, it's a stomp. Obviously, that's not the end. Dude, it really is a Cortex fight. Okay. Crash Bandicoot! God damn, that's a lot of HP to drop. Crash, crash, crash! Why won't you just let me take over the world? Oops. Alright, well, I got my hit point back. It's fine. Shit. You gotta be really quick on the last. This is probably the last hit, then. Anyway. Alright, that's not a hard fight. The first phase is the hardest part, because he might fast step really quickly. That's really funny. Radiation? I did not know that bananas were radioactive, but I don't eat bananas. I fucked up. I don't eat bananas, so I wouldn't know that, even as a factoid. If you could eat 10 million bananas at a time. I feel like if you could eat 10 million of anything at a time, it would probably kill you from something, overloading some system in your body, right? Like, if you drank a lot of water, you're gonna remove too much salt from your body. Stuff like that. Alright. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of time for today. We'll finish this next time. We only have one more world left to do anyway. So, when's the next time I'll play this? Soon, TM. I'll put up another stream for this. I'll move a stream over because I definitely should. I knew this was going to be a shorter stream today because I started late. I should have started earlier. Oh well, that's life. But besides that, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Shout out to Devin driving, doing all the cool stuff, having a good time. Much appreciated. Shout out Vif, shout out Narg. I know it's a shorter stream. Tomorrow, we're going to play Final Fantasy for like 8 hours. So, I will see you all there. We're going to be doing largely story content. Hence why I'm going to just hit the hay. I'm going to make sure I go to bed early so that way I'm not like super tired. Now, I'm going to switch the thing. It's probably going to freeze the stream. Astrobot proves that like people could still make platformers. I do not regret spending $60 on Astrobot at all. It was very much a well done game. You could tell they put a lot of love and care into it. You could tell it was meant as a very good like anniversary, like, you know, celebration of Sony's very diverse history. I think they only left out a few franchises and they included games that I even fucking know about, man. I think the only major game they left out was Twisted Metal. I just wish they had Sweet Tooth in it. That's like the one dude I could think of off the top of my head they did not include. But like, you know, it just shows like Sony could very easily just have like a platformer studio or two. And all they do is they just make platformers. Like, I just hate that after Toys for Bob proved that you could still make good Crash games and you could still make Spyro. Like, that nothing has ever come from that. I did recommend Black Flag. Oh shit, I did. All right, good. Yeah, that works out. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it. If you like Black Flag, you'll like Rogue. Not only gameplay-wise, but story-wise. Rogue is much shorter, though. So, I mean, nowadays, you're not going to have to buy it for 60, right? Nowadays, Rogue is probably perpetually 30 bucks. But I love Rogue because as a story, the themes it explores are really good. And as a game, it's basically just Black Flag, but lighter. In the same way I like Mirage. Sometimes the best Assassin's Creed games are the ones that are like the little interim games that are not like the full-fledged games. Like the best overall packages, so... Heavily recommend it. I mean, Revelations isn't bad, but, like, you know, I kind of understand. You didn't really miss much. Not too much, at least. Unless you like that Mediterranean defense. Which basically boils down to sitting around. You probably, once you complete everything in Constantinople, you probably just sit around all day. And wait for them to finish missions with 100% ranking. And then you just do that. Yeah, like, platformers are just easy to make. Like, I'm not saying that, like, they're easy in the sense, like, you could just, you know, they're just not caring, right? They're just like COD, but it just makes everything feel more fun. It's like that good action-y, but different era of gaming when there were a ton of platformers right before the shooter meta completely broke out. And now, right now, we're in the Souls meta, I would say, right? Like, we're in the Souls meta. Remember when we had, like, the motion control meta? I know I'm using the word meta wrong here, but, like, you know, remember when, like, every game was an FPS and super serious? And, like, that was, like, the COD 4 derivative, right? Like, when COD was, like, a huge critique of, like, warfare and stuff, and nowadays it's just, haha, get cool skins, shoot people, which I won't lie, the Homelander skin is fucking hilarious, dude.
I need a glass of milk.
Need milk.
Hearing this, watching my friend play MW2 for, like, 3 years straight, it literally never got old. Him and Snoop Dogg are the best skins in that game, and then they never put them back up for sale. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Terrible. But yeah, there's no reason to not have some platformers on your shit. None whatsoever. There's just no reason. I'm sorry. It's so simple, and Sony has like 5 platformer franchises they could very easily work with, and just have a couple games here or there. It sucks. It really does, but what can you do? But yeah, Black Flag for 15, Rogue for probably the same amount. Easy. Easy clap. Totally worth it. 100% money. Etc., etc. So, shout out to Devin, man. Good shit. And likewise, I know that Narc said he'd step away, but Prey 2017, I need to add to the list. I need to make a list of games I need to play. I should probably make a Discord channel for that, huh? I should make a Discord channel for, like, that only I can edit, maybe, and, like, maybe people can make threads. Can I do that? I gotta, like, work on the Discord. I gotta make a new YouTube video talking about what I want to do with the channel. I want to do more playthroughs, that's obvious. I want to do streams, that's, like, the one thing I still am doing. Do more verdicts. Do Discord shenanigans. Right, I need to beef up the Discord, change a couple things right here or there. And then, what's the last thing I want to do? What was the last thing? More co-op, but that's kind of under playthroughs as well. Oh, and the Clips channel. I need to do the Clips channel. Have all the DLC, yeah, and Freedom Cry. That's the one game I never played. The one major Assassin's Creed game I never played was that and the Chronicles. Which I will play at some point. I'll probably play Freedom Cry, like I said, later this year. We'll probably play 3. I'm going to take a huge break after Shadows, I can tell you right now. What's up, Biff? Biff. I'm going to take off. I'm home now. Yeah, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to wait for... Well, what is Viff saying? And then I'll probably dip. Tomorrow, like I said, Final Fantasy all day. I get that one, I'm going to be streaming during the day. Clip first. The first clip, Fallout hitting the kid. Yeah, that's going to go up there. That's going to go up. It's all on the Twitch. It'll give me a good opportunity to back up all my Twitch clips. Oh, man, my contact is all fucked up. Yeah, if it's a clip on the Twitch, especially one that I've made, which are called highlights, but you get the point. If it's a highlight on the Twitch channel, I'm going to put it on that channel. Now, the only thing is, like, I don't know if I have, like, a 15-minute limit, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just put it over there. I don't care. It'll be easy for me to not really give a shit. Alright, folks. Y'all have a good evening. I will see you all tomorrow for Final Fantasy. If not, because I know I'm not streaming tomorrow night, if I stream 10 hours of Final Fantasy in the day, I will see you on Wednesday for, what is it, Rise of Ronin? By the way, I've been updating the playthrough directory. So Metaphor got updated, Xenoblade got updated. Basically everything I've done in the last like few months, I updated, except maybe Rebirth. So I should probably look for that. All right, folks. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy.